Hey guys, my name is Ben, and this is my YouTube channel. I started it to document the last year and a half of my life, weighing 243 pounds to now weighing 173, and just wanted to kind of go into explaining what I did and how I set goals to get myself to where I am now and the process behind the whole thing, from mindset to nutrition and fitness, and just going, into detail for those things. So somebody who may be struggling with weight loss might come across this video and might get some tips to, add to their daily routine, and maybe just some motivation, just to help them keep going, because that's one of the biggest things, especially when you're trying to lose weight, to stay motivated on that aspect. So just kind of want to share my story, and I plan to continue uploading YouTube videos talking about different topics over the next several weeks, to a year, and just trying to help people out. I know it's challenging, but just know you can do it, and stick with it. It's really rewarding, especially when you get to your goals. So we'll start getting into it. So in January of 2023, I was severely overweight. I was not active. I was not, eating right. My habits were just not really healthy. And so I kind of got really tired of that, and I decided I'm going to make a change. So I started going into personal development and just seeing, how can I better myself? What can I do? And fitness came across that. And it plays like a big role in my life still, with fitness in general and the personal development side. It taught me very quickly that doing things you don't want to do, even on days you don't feel like going to the gym, you can apply that to just so many things in general in life on a regular day-to-day basis. And it's really helped me grow. And so in January, I started working out. I was sore almost every single day. It was pain, didn't feel good. Definitely some days I wanted to quit, but I didn't let myself quit. I just kept pushing it every single day. I did a little bit of cardio, 30 minutes to an hour walking. Some weeks I would walk like 10 miles in one day. I was really determined to make sure that I hit my goal, and I wasn't gonna stop. I would work out, at different times of the day. Some days it would be noon, some days it would be 10 a.m., some days it was 5 a.m. But I made sure that I didn't miss a day. My rest days were scheduled. I rested as planned, and I would work out as planned. Unless I was like injured or just, very sore, it was always on plan. And so I stayed very focused on that for the first 4 months. And then after 4 months, I took a new approach, because at the beginning I was focusing on just getting there, getting the workout completed, and focusing on like cardio. After about 4 months, I started going more into strength training, where I was doing less reps, so about 8 to 6 reps, trying to start building muscle after I was losing weight. And I started jogging a little bit. So I went from, just walking to like jogging, probably a 12 to 15 minute mile at the time, and continued to do that as well for about another 2 months before I really started like running. And when I started running, I started signing up for like 5Ks to just like stay on track with my goals. I did some 10Ks. I did a half marathon in January of 2024. And then I did a marathon in March of 2024. So for me, it was like setting goals for myself to keep me accountable throughout this whole process. By November of 2023, I had lost 70 pounds from January to November. I was losing about 8 pounds a month, just off my fitness and just daily routines. And so I then, in that time, was also working on my nutrition. I was eating a lot of junk food. I stopped eating junk food. In January, I started cooking for myself, paying attention to what I'm putting into my body, cut out all the sweets, and it was just clean foods, Can use seasoning. Seasoning really helps with a lot of stuff. I was making pastas, rice, chicken, steak, eating vegetables on a regular basis and like maintaining my calories that I needed to eat. And so that was another very big role. Aside from fitness, the nutrition, they go hand in hand together, especially if you're trying to lose weight, bulk, go on a cut, whatever the case is, those two play very hand in hand with each other. The cardio too, I wanted to start working on my endurance. I never really enjoyed running. I love running today. I'm currently training for another marathon right now. I have a half marathon coming up here in the next few months, but by the end of next year, I definitely plan to have another marathon. It's a ton of fun and I really enjoy it. I love the community of people. Everyone's really awesome. And especially too in the fitness aspect of it, like strength training, the people are really cool in the community. I enjoy them. They're really, really good people. And so for me, motivation, I went into like YouTube, found a lot of videos on personal development, like Ben Lionel Scott. He's another, just like a motivational, like kind of account on YouTube. I went into those, and just kind of listened to those throughout the day, when I wasn't working out or like walking, just to like get some insight on like life in itself. And so I applied all of that on a regular basis. One thing that really helped me during this progress was taking progress photos. Every 2 weeks, I would take a picture, the same picture in the same spot over that 8-month span to just see, because sometimes you're not going to see those results. Like you might go a week and you just might not see it, but in those progress pictures, they definitely helped, especially with my motivation. There were definitely some weeks where you might take a picture and it might not look the same. It's very normal. Your body just takes time to adapt. And for a lot of people, usually after about 4 to 6 months, they don't see the progress that they want, and so they quit. My best advice there is to just keep going and just, trust in yourself. If you feel like something's not working, maybe approach it at a different angle. For me, I would go into a deficit. And so, for example, if that day I had to eat 2,500 calories, I would cut it by 500, which is about the max that you want to do. So I would eat 2,000 calories, probably for like 3 or 4 weeks. And I would start to lose weight. And so for me, I was losing about 8 pounds a month, which is, again, about the max you want to be losing in a month, which translates to 2 pounds a week. And so after that month, I might have to cut it down again. So it would be like going from 2,500 one month, and then I might have to be at 2,300. So you would cut down to about 1,700 calories. That was like the lowest that I got to get to my current weight. And you just have to keep altering that every month and just make sure that you're staying on like target. Because if you're still maintaining the same calories while trying to lose weight, that's going to be like a challenge there. You're not going to be like losing that weight. And then same too, if you start running, there's more variables to consider. You're going to be burning more calories. So you might go under, which you'll lose weight, more weight, but it's not going to be really healthy on that aspect. I tried to just keep it healthy because if you lose too much weight at one time, you always do have that possibility of potentially gaining a lot more weight later, which we can talk about in like other videos, but kind of just staying on track to your weight loss is really the best thing you want to do. For the most part, I was eating 6 meals a day. So I would have breakfast in the morning. I would have a snack about 2 hours later. I would have a lunch. I would then have a snack after lunch. And then I would have my dinner along with a protein shake. So it's about 6 meals. And they would all vary anywhere from like 300 to 500 calories in terms of the snacks. Protein bars are like 200 calories, 300. It just really depends on what you're eating. And so that was the first few months. I was really learning like how many, like what is a like average calorie like in a steak, chicken, mashed potatoes, all those things, and just educating myself. I got certified in nutrition and like personal training because I felt that would help me get towards my goals. And so going through that and really learning, I was able to apply that on a regular basis for myself. And I definitely have to say that it played a huge part in me being able to get my goal and continue to maintain my goal on a regular basis. My mentality that I kept throughout this whole process was just, no matter what, I'm going to show up every day. Even if I'm not seeing a result that I want to see, I'm not going to quit. I had done like other things in the past, not fitness related, where, you know, maybe something didn't work out, and I was just like, okay, well, that's it. And I stopped doing it. With this, I didn't give myself the option. It was just like, you know, you might have not lost 2 pounds this week, but you're going to keep going to the gym. It doesn't matter. So I kept that mentality, you know, and just went every single day. I mean, that was really the biggest thing for me. And looking at it, you know, over the last year and a half, I'm happy that I never stopped going. I have results that I've been wanting for a very long time, and I'm working to maintain those goals, you know, that I've achieved, and continuously create new goals, to just keep, you know, challenging myself and growing, you know, every week if I can, and years to come. I think that with fitness and just personal development, you're going to be working on that for your whole entire life. There's no such thing as a perfect person. So you're gonna, you know, you're always gonna have room to grow and develop as a person. And I think fitness is one of those things that really aid like to that aspect in life. So for me currently, I'm gonna be working on a marathon, another half marathon also coming up. I'm looking to eventually start bulking again, probably next year after I complete my marathon. I'll probably bulk for about 2 or 3 months. Probably get back up to 180 and try to maintain like 175 once I cut down. And just like slow bulking, I'm not gonna go on like a super long bulk and gain like a lot of weight, because I really love running and strength training. I honestly love them both very much. So I don't want to sacrifice, you know, all my strength training for my running or vice versa. I kind of want to keep both of those very even and spend an equal amount of time on them throughout the year. Typically in like October to like March, I'll be running primarily, and then my off season, I guess you could say, I'll be focusing on strength training and just developing, you know, like a better physique and just trying to stay on that healthy aspect to be able to be better at running. And then same with my running, apply that to my fitness, you know, with endurance. So I continue to keep, you know, focusing on that over the next couple of months, and you know, we'll see where it goes from there. I'm hoping to hopefully go sub 2 hours on my half marathon, and I'm hoping to go at least 4 hours for my half marathon, my full marathon. My last marathon I did at 4 hours and 58 minutes, which for me, being inactive earlier that year and then, you know, completing a marathon in about a year, that's great, you know, for me. I was very happy with that. I was very nervous going into it, but, you know, I just made sure I didn't give up, and I kept working every single day towards that goal. So I hope that, you know, if somebody comes across this video that may be struggling with motivation, that this video helps them in some kind of way, maybe gives them some ideas, or just like caloric deficit, you know, how to get into that. There's a lot of information online that'll explain those things to you. And, you know, I just think if you apply yourself and you set that goal and you work towards it every single day, that, you know, you can achieve it, whether it be something super hard or super easy. It's just working towards that goal. And so I'll probably upload more videos in the next few weeks, just talking about different things. If there's like a certain topic that I may have talked about today that I didn't give in like too much information, you can comment below. I'll definitely follow up on it. Or if there's any other just questions that you may have, you know, you can comment, let me know. I might pick a video and make it just based off of that comment. Because I do believe that, you know, for the most part, You can pretty much do anything you set yourself up for. You just don't give up at the end of the day. And so I hope y'all enjoyed this first video. More to come, and I hope y'all have a great day.